I'm walking, y'all, trying to save my feet and toes. I said I'm walking, y'all, trying to save my feet and toes. Cause if I stop walking, y'all, they cut me up until I'm just a nose. I'm walking, y'all, trying to save my feet and toes. Yeah, I said I'm walking, y'all, trying to stay ahead of the sugar cane. If I stop walking, y'all, the cane gonna trip me up. Yeah, come walk with me. Save your feet and toes. Yeah, I said come walk with me. Save your feet and toes. Cause if I stop walking, y'all, they'll cut me up until I'm just a nose. Yeah, come walk with me and save your toes and feet.
Great
Yeah,
Rod
I
Isn't, y'all.
said come walk with me.
Oh, yeah, she's back.
Save your
Great Rod Isn't. Come on for the walk. Or if you're already here, thanks for coming on the walk. Great Rod Isn't. Whew. I tell y'all, let's get ready for this walk. I've been talking to y'all since I woke up this morning. Well, okay. I don't want nobody to turn around and say, oh,
Power on. Bluetooth mode.
she cray. I'm just talking about my energy. I remember, I think it was T.S. Madison I commented on a while back. She was talking about J.K. Rowling. And I said, T.S., and I'll tell all the trans, relax yourself. There's going to become a time, J.K. Rowling's going to hit an age where how you feel on the inside and how you look on the outside are two completely different things. She's going to feel like she wants to write. Okay, when they get old, they do say that that's not really right. She wants to dance like a ballerina. And on the inside, she's a ballerina. And on the outside, she's 70. Lucky if she can lift a foot. So I said, don't worry. She doesn't understand it, but she will. How you feel on the inside and how you look on the outside are two completely different things. Every time I go roller skating, in my head and in my body, ooh, it was like when I was doing ice skating. I would get down, I could do the open leg thing, like that, around the cones and shit. Whoo, I could do circles and everything. Now I say, you know what? Just stay upright, strengthen your back, do your half hour, and sit your butt down. And put on the inside, shoot, I'm bopping and dancing on my roller skates to the music. I am twirling. I'm having a good time on the inside. On the outside, I'm barely able to stay erect on the skates. So I said, yes, man. I said, you trans, don't worry about it. She's going to come to that acknowledgement just through nature. Don't waste your energy there. So thanks for coming on the walk. Like, comment, share. Tell uncle, tell auntie, tell a cousin, tell a friend. Oh, Ron sent me, remember I told y'all, I'm still in shock when I think that he even accepted the project. But the ancestor said, stop saying that. You know we did that. I was like, yeah, I know. Y'all wanted the little blues, a little country to it. And I picked the music. He gave me 3 choices. And I picked the guitar that I wanted in the background. And still surreal for me. And came here, he and his wife, to record me. Surreal again, totally freaking surreal. He doesn't understand why I'm just saying, yeah. I'm in awe of his greatness, and I did say to him, thank you for gracing our house with all your talent. Whew, the house was even happy. The house was happy. They was like, you want our talent to us? I was like, who the ancestors? So he went back to the studio and he put it together, and I listened to it and I'm still in awe. I'm just, as they say, awestruck. I totally know what that means. I am totally awestruck about the whole thing. Standing and recording in front of him and just watching that whole engineer thing go on his computer. It was surreal. And at 65 something, I never thought I'd see. I mean, I always wanted to. I sung with the choir. Okay. Ever since the days of the Supremes, Martha Reeves and the Vandellas, who else? Anything that has a lead female singer and backup. I was relegated to backup singer. My sister Dory was always lead, and me and my sister Jamel would do backup. Sometimes Jamel wouldn't even do it. So then sometimes her friend Belinda would want to sing lead. And then I would do backup. And I think her sister Debbie would do backup. But when Debbie did backup, we always had 3 because she was real popular, real friendly. So probably one of her friends did it. So I was always background. I think I started choir in the 2nd grade. And I sung in the choir until I graduated from high school. No scholarships. I went for state every year in South Carolina. But I didn't make the cut. So then lately, I think in 2010, I was with the WestCon singers out of Greenwich, Connecticut. And we did a whole lot of rehearsing, a whole lot of me driving a whole lot of back dark roads in Greenwich, Connecticut. Ooh, cha. And for one performance. We could have done all this for one performance. There's senior centers. There's high schools we can book. We didn't work for, I think, 3 or 4 months for one performance. But they said they did. They were just singers that, like me, that sung in the choir. And as long as they were able to continue singing, that was good enough for them. It was good enough for them. They didn't need anything more. But I figured with all that work, we can give more back. They got summer concerts in Greenwich. They had, and they were like, no. Mm-mm. We have our winter concert, and we have our spring concert, and that's it. Whoa, that's a lot of work for that little bit. I might as well go back to GIT, which is Greenwich Experimental Theater. At least Carla used to book us at nursing homes and stuff. Or book us down at Elton's Cafe, something. So, and maybe like a few years back in my head, by myself, I was saying, wow, I never really got to do that singing, you know. And I'm just telling myself, this is years back, you know, standing in front of the microphone and singing. I never did that, but I think I would do good. Thank goodness he threw me on that auto-tuner. Woo, thank goodness for the auto-tuner. And so when I'm there, Ron's at the desk, his computer, I'm looking at all the stuff and I've seen engineers things where they push the buttons up, push them down, stuff like that. And here I am, I'm seeing that. I'm standing in front of the microphone with one of them screen thingies, and I'm singing. And I was happy, but it was surreal. It was surreal. It's like I had just seen it or just asked about it or my energy thought about it, and here it is. So, and so much more. Very talented. I think Ron's down in New York. I'm amazed how. Trust me. Don't say, oh, Vicki got money, Vicki got money. Honey, that ain't it. That ain't it. Because trust me, I can never afford to buy his talents. I think he's volunteering. I couldn't afford his talents. I was watching him. I listened to his music. I was like, and I see him when he does his lives. I watch him. And I'm like, wow. Just a little simple song. I just need a little something to break up me tapping my foot. I'm walking, y'all. I just wanted a little something, something. It's, for me, it's surreal. Wow. 65. I don't know. I watched old people when I was young at 65. And other than the doctor telling them they ain't increasing some kind of medication, they very rarely had wow moments. My grandmother didn't have any wows. Oh, okay, okay. I don't have to go back to the doctor next week. I can go next month. That was a wow. I was like, so, oh, I wanted the doctor to change my medication, and he changed it. That was a wow moment for them. And I was like, holy shit. I don't get no wow moments. Now I know the celebrities and stuff, they go to their award winners and all that kind of stuff. She's still trying to, on the inside she's 17, on the outside she's 90. And oh, I can't even tell you. I haven't heard old people say, my wish came true. I lived long enough for my wish, my wants, my desires to materialize, become tangible. So I was like, oh man. And the ancestors is good. They said, hold on. Hold on. That's why you need to know that your ancestors is there for you. They pull you back from the brink. They said, hold on, hold on. 35, myself said, you're going to walk, you're going to exercise, you're going to take vitamin B12, vitamin C, and cod liver oil. Every day you do this, and you'll live to be old. And you can be that old rider. And now that I'm here, I'm able to see these wow moments. And it's wow. I mean, where did the song come from? Well, it came from. That's why you need to keep the ancestors near you. I probably wouldn't have been a lot of factors, but one of the factors that I graduated from high school, as my grandmother said, cap and gown, because I could have got my credits and stepped off. But is to make my mother proud. My mother, who you did not allow. She went to some kind of school down in New York because they all wrote beautifully. They read, all my aunts. But she couldn't get, as she said, the record to bring up to New York to do a night school or something like that. She couldn't get the record from Virginia. That's why when my body and matter separates, I'm going to burn that state down, my energy. I'm going to come a ball of flame and burn it to the ground. Your low lives. She ain't asked for much. All she wanted was a school record so she could show them that she had went to the 6th or 8th grade. I can't remember which one she said. But you wouldn't give it to her. Why should she advance? Why should she try to advance? She left Virginia. She could halfway get a birth certificate. But she did it for us, me and my sisters, so we can do better and be better. And we are. My father did it for his children. But I done told y'all, the man that got off that plane or ship from Korea, the Korean War, and that proud man with his hat was in New York, Harlem. That's how he met my mother. I don't know if he met her at that time, but he sat on that bus and people probably said, thank you for your service. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service. Probably not, but y'all know. Then he went to Washington and transferred off and had to stand on the back of the bus from Virginia to Charleston, South Carolina. He never got on a bus again. If he could fix a car, he was driving. He'd get on the train. There's a few times when my stepmother needed the car. She could drop him off at the train station. But never get on the bus again. So when he got to South Carolina, that happy, proud man was like me. Well, let's put it like that. My energy. My matter is very kind and sweet. My matter volunteers. My matter goes beyond and above. With this energy, I've been standing on the back of the bus too. And my energy want to burn the whole goddamn bus. Company, all the buses across the nation. Because when that man got off in South Carolina, he was never the same. And I wish I knew now, then what I know now. I said, Daddy, don't calm down, relax. Just use your energy. When you're mad and energy separate, just take that energy and go through this country and release that hate that they put in you. And balls of flame across the nation. But for now, just enjoy your matter. Love your matter. Like I love my matter. And chill out. Laugh and talk with us and hang with us. Don't carry that anger. I know it's there, but it'll be released when your body and when your matter and energy separate. And then you take that energy that will become way bigger once it's out of the matter. And then you unleash it. Like, comment, share, tell uncle, tell auntie, tell a cousin, tell a friend. We're going to be listening to HR 40 when we come back from the break. And look how time flies. Look how time flies. Ooh. Let's get some water, y'all. I got to take this jacket off and aim my fan better.
Yeah, I said, come walk with me. Save your toes and feet. 'Cause when you walk with me, you can eat the food you want to eat. I'm walking, y'all, trying to save my feet and toes. I said I'm walking, y'all, trying to save my feet and toes. 'Cause if I stop walking, y'all, they cut me up until I'm just a nose. I'm walking, y'all, trying to save my feet and toes. Yeah, I said I'm walking, y'all, trying to stay ahead of the sugar cane. If I stop walking, y'all, the cane gonna trip me up. Yeah, come walk with me. Save your feet and toes. Yeah.
I'm still here, y'all. I tell you, what is going on with the music, man? I better get this right, because I'm for sure getting ready to
Power
listen
on.
to HR 40.
Bluetooth ready to pair. Bluetooth connected.
Save your toes and feet. 'Cause when you walk with me, you can eat the food you want to eat. I'm walking, y'all.
Hey, I didn't get no water yet. I had musical technical difficulties. Little technical difficulties. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Dave's girlfriend Cynthia used to say that. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Okay, now we're going to HR 40 because I'm coming up with some ideas. Or I put a little makeup on to cover the mustache. So, oh, I know I'm not everyone's cup of tea. I know they like old people when they either really sick or cussing or something like that. And that's not me. That's not the walk. Y'all already back walking. Let me get this party started. Here we go. 2023 issue, volume 1, 169, number 7, daily edition. Reparation, Congressional Record, volume 169, number 7. From the Congressional Record online through the Government Publishing Office. Reparations. Ms. Jackson Lee asked and was given permission to address the House for 1 minute. Ms. Jackson Lee. Mr. Speaker, it has been 38 years and I rise with enthusiasm on reintroducing H.R. 40, the Commission to Study and Develop Reparation Proposals for African Americans Act. I am pleased to reintroduce this legislation and to acknowledge to my friends and colleagues that it was first introduced in 1989 after the implementation of the American Civil Liberties Act that provided compensation to Japanese Americans. H.R. 40 does not focus on all of that only. It focuses on the study of slavery and the understanding of what would be the next steps to end the vast disparities in the African American community even today in 2023. And so this introduction allows for a study, an analysis, and action. I am pleased with the more than 350 organizations, CEOs, scholars, state and local officials, and members of Congress who have been supportive in understanding the era of slavery in this country. The 13th Amendment may have ended slavery, but the disparities exist. Let us pass H.R. 40, the Commission to Study and Develop Reparation Proposal for African Americans Act. Mr. Speaker, I am pleased to reintroduce H.R. 40, the Commission to Study and Develop Reparation Proposals for African Americans Act. This legislation was first introduced by retired member of Congress John Conyers of Michigan in 1989 and was intended to examine the institution of slavery in the colonies and the United States from 1619 to the present, and further recommend appropriate remedies. Since the initial introduction of this legislation, its proponents have made substantial progress in evaluating the discussion of reparation and reparatory justice at the national level and joining Main Street international debate on the issues. Though some have tried to deflect the importance of these conversations by focusing on individual monetary compensation, the real issue is whether and how this nation can come to grips with the legacy of slavery that still inflicts current society. Through legislation, resolution, news, and litigation, we are moving closer to making more strides in the movement towards reparation. Today, there are more people at the table, more activists, more scholars, more CEOs, more state and local officials, and more members of Congress. However, despite this progress and the election of the first African president of African descent, the legacy of slavery lingers heavily in this nation.
While we have focused on the societal effects of slavery and segregation, its continuing economic implications remain largely ignored by mainstream analysts. These economic issues are the root cause of many critical issues in the African American community today, such as education, healthcare, and criminal justice policy, including policing practices. The call for reparation represents a commitment to entering a constructive dialogue uh, on the role of slavery and racism in shaping present-day conditions in our communities and American society. Over the last several years, we have had a distinguished academic and activist panel from the National African American Reparation Commission dive into some of the most salient points in the discussion of reparation. I am supporting this effort by continuing to hold the annual reparation retrospective at the annual legislative conference of the Congressional Black Caucus. I believe that H.R. 40 is a critical piece of legislation because it goes beyond exploring the economic implications of slavery and segregation. It is a holistic bill in the sense that it seeks to establish a commission to also examine the moral and social implications of slavery. In short, the commission aims to study the impact of slavery and continued discriminations against African Americans, resulting directly and indirectly from slavery to segregation to desegregation process in the present day. The commission would also make recommendations concerning any form of apology and compensation to allow the long-delayed process of atonement for slavery. With the over-criminalization and policing of black bodies a reoccurring issue in African American communities, I believe this conversation is both relevant and crucial to restore trust in the government institutions in many communities. As in years past, I welcome open and constructive discourse on H.R. 40 and the creation of this commission in the 118th Congress. Though the times and circumstances may change, the principal problem of slavery continues to weigh heavily on this country. A federal commission can help us reach into this dark past and bring us into a brighter future.
Hey, y'all. Ha ha! Y'all heard that, right? Well, I know I have to start with Miss Jackson Lee. So we'll be reaching out to her and see. I have questions. I was thinking about getting a basket and seeing, can I walk on the treadmill, balancing a basket on my head and keep my shoulders back and stuff? Oh, I know I ain't everybody's cup of tea. Maybe 2 or 3 people. Well, 233 subscribers, that's something. Thank you for your subscription. And I got Facebook friends. Oh, Diane, Loretta, Marilyn. Trying to think of who I see. Alex. Trying to think of who else I see. But I'm not everyone's cup of tea. But my speech is put out on the ethers. So that came from my play days. When I got so frustrated, I was like, after all the studying and all those books and how you do this and how you do that, just to find out there's a whole bunch of racist bullshit. Oh, I was so disheartened. And the ancestor said, girl, you ain't doing that for no audience. You putting that on the ethers. I said, the ethers? So yeah, you just putting it out there. Somebody got to put it out there. Like, oh. So that's when I started producing my own plays. I got them at the Village Gate. And that was the teen violence deterrent. And I started saying, yeah, everybody out here ain't no crying mama who's raising their kids to be prisoners. That's the narrative of the Hatfields and McCoys. Getting a little bit off topic, but I was on Facebook talking with a friend, and it was during the orange shit stain reign of terror. And she said, oh, I get so upset I could just leave the country. She's white. I think she was from Australia or someplace like that. And I said to her, like, aren't you the one? I can't go nowhere. These lying, low-life, low-down Hatfields and McCoys has told the world for years that I'm a violent, lazy, empty-headed, imbecile, no smarter than a cow, but really a horse, of course. I said, so I can't go nowhere. Anywhere I go, they, oh, Black American, but then it goes back to their heads. And they believe all that trash them Hatfields McCoy put out and still putting out. So I said, ain't she the one? I said, yeah, you could go back to your country and probably live better than you're living here. But even in Africa, they just besmirched African Americans. Even in Jamaica, hey, made it trashed us. Hatfields and McCoy trashed us for years. They lazy, they don't want to do nothing. They got all the opportunities in this country, and they don't do nothing. No opportunities, you lying scoundrel. Then we had to shoot one of your people from in front of the damn school door so we can get through? What the hell? So, so back to my plays days. The ancestor said, you just put it out in the ethers. And that's what I've been doing. So I do this walk, and I even say turn off the sound, because all you need to do is see another person walking for your body to want to move too. So you ain't even got to say. And if I'm your starter, like the flint when you're starting a fire, put me on, watch me walk, get yourself together, turn down the volume, and just do what you do for the time. Whew. So it's out on the ethers. Possibly, I've helped and touched people that I'll never know, that will never like, that will never subscribe. But I'm touching them because I know it's changing me. It's changing me. So, and I want y'all to know I love this human life. I love the volunteering that I did. And I still want to keep my plans for when I get close to separation. And that is to sit and hold babies in the hospital. And in particular, African American babies. So I could say, you're going to start your own company. You're going to be very successful, rich, and powerful. You're going to run this place. Every little African American baby I hold and rock, or if they allow me to feed it, I'm like, you're going to, if I ain't burn it down to the ground, my energy when I separate. I don't want them to say, oh, she's threatening the government. What the hell are you looking at me? What stairs am I going to run up and throw a damn Molotov cocktail in. Please. Let's go first. Like, where we get the gasoline from? So, and I just want to hold him. And I want to say, and when you get up there, you remember to treat them like they treat your people. You remember to treat them like they treated us. And each child, you'll be a successful engineer, you'll be wealthy. I'm not going for that family shit. That's cult stuff. Just a quick segue again. That dentist who poisoned his wife had 6 children. He was doing all kind of stuff. Even when she was dying because he was poisoning her, he said to her, I can understand you being a little skittish because I did not, he didn't say poison, but like he gave her sedative. So he could understand her. And she's saying, I got 6 kids. Where the hell am I going to go? I got 6 kids. I think she was a stay-at-home mom. Y'all look at that as an advantage. You need to look at it as a deep deficit on your life. He feed it, he own it. Whew. That's why Ann Landis said a long time ago, dear Abby said, when your girls go out on a date, let her pay her half to let the man know, or the boy on the other side of the table know she ain't paying in sex. She paying in cash. That's how she got her dinner, cash. But he sweet talked her all the way through and felt sorry for her pain, and he was poisoning her. And she just, she was talking lovely to him. Oh, I feel never, though he had already poisoned her. Never, or not poisoned her, gave her sedative. Never in her mind did it dawn on her that he was killing her, because then she have to start thinking about how she going to survive taking care of 6 kids. And she died. And he sweet talked her and loved her through every minute of it. I was listening to that tape, I was like, whoa. So, I remember my stepmother being in that situation. I remember a lot of women. And they all said, well, what am I going to do? I can't take care of 5 kids by myself. I said, well, I guess you're going to have to catch that punch then. But I want to let you know, when that one of them punches break off a bone in your face and it go in your brain and you die, who's going to take care of the kids then? Whew. Oh, I got these notes. Oh, yes. I'm walking. It's going to be number 1 with a bullet in all the senior citizen and nursing homes around the world. That's what I was thinking when I was recording. Ooh. I had to get that energy up. I had to pull that energy from somewhere, so I pulled it from hopes and dreams. And I was able to sing. I just pulled it from my energy of hopes, dreams, wants, and ambitions. And I pulled out that song and I sung it and I sung it and I sung it. And it's just for the opening of the show. And it's just good to have a good strum or something behind it. You know? Little jazz. Little something. For the opening of the show. So, I'm honored and in awe. And then, I put Greek sorority. When I listen to Miss Jackson Lee, she talks about all these professionals and stuff like that. And I know that a lot of them are probably HCB, historical black colleges and universities, HBCU. And it's a job to have that sorority and fraternities can become employed in the understanding of reparation. But you gotta know and you gotta understand the words of Carter Woodson, and he says, so as a man taught, so shall he think. And these folks are Greek. It's all Greek to them. That's why that reparation ain't going nowhere. It's all fucking Greek to them. Literally. What's going on in Alabama, Mississippi and such, I don't see, other than that little NAACP, that's a dull knife that couldn't cut through butter if you burned it over an open flame. It has no cut. It has no weight. But that's what we have. But I'm listening to this and I'm saying, I can put it together. You couldn't get in government. You could not get in government. You didn't have generations of government like them crackers do. You don't have it. Them Hatfields and McCoys did everything to make sure you didn't know government. Why do you think they kicked you out of the United States government after Lincoln was killed? We had congressmen, we had senators back then. But after Lincoln was killed, they got rid of them. We weren't supposed to learn government. We weren't supposed to know government. We weren't supposed to be introduced into government. And then through pressures, we got introduced. As soon as we came in, instead of teaching us, they all bailed. They all bailed. We know how. The cracker said, we know how. We know how to run government. But we ain't running for y'all. Y'all want to be in it? So here, y'all take it. And like pussies, they ran. So now they better than. Oh, we ain't staying with them. They don't even know how to work the city government to do something. No, they don't know. You made sure they didn't know. See, that's when my body and matter separates. That's that energy. And my burn is from the mountains to the valleys to the streams. Definitely gonna burn up them mountains and get them Hatfields and McCoys out of there. See how fast. Who runs off a burning hill faster? Hatfields and McCoy or rats? Oh, they're both the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 1 for good luck. So now they're better. So where's the Army Corps of Engineers to come help them with the water? Oh, that has to go through the governor. Oh, the governor is not letting no Army Corps engineer to go fix some water for some black people in Mississippi. Burn Mississippi to the ground. Okay, 10. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And one for good luck. Yeah. When my man and energy separate, I got work to do. I got burning to do. I want my energy to burn hot. All the cults be saying, oh, it's the upper lickets. Oh, it's the end of the world. Oh, and my energy will burn them up where they stand. Yes. Like, comment, share, tell an uncle, tell an auntie, tell a cousin, tell a friend. Subscribe. Thanks for coming on the walk. I feel so much better after this walk. Oh, I'm going to miss it. Because we got a few more days. We only doing 45 minutes in the first day of April. And then we're back to 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Like, comment, share, tell an uncle, tell an auntie, tell a cousin, tell a friend. Subscribe. Some people you can't put in front of the microphone. Thanks for coming on the walk. Like, comment, share, tell uncle, tell auntie, tell a cousin, tell a friend. Have a great, subscribe. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.